Welcome to Awaken the Minds. I'm Monica.
And I'm Mikael. Together, we're your guides on this journey of exploration and awakening.
Here on Awaken the Minds, we dive deep into the mysteries of life and beyond, from spirituality and reincarnation
to marriage, personal growth, and the secrets of the universe. And yes, we'll even talk about aliens.
So, whether you're seeking answers or just curious about the unseen forces shaping our reality,
you found your tribe and the vibe.
So let's awaken the minds together.
Welcome back, guys, to Awaken the Mind. We're bringing you guys another episode. Today, we'll be touching base on the spiritual journey and what it can look like in different stages, as well as sharing our stories, our journeys. And if it's your first time on the podcast, I'm Mikael. This is my wife, Monica. And we have our guest joining us, Bestie, aka Letty.
Hi, Leticia.
How you guys feeling?
Good.
I'm good.
Living life, you know.
Yeah,
Good? Feel like $1 million?
$1,000,000.
Yeah.
Feel like 1,000,000 Benjamins. Is it Benjamin?
Pásamelo.
It is Benjamin.
Is it Benjamin Franklin? Is it? I don't know. Or is it Franklin? I don't know. I just feel like a Benjamin, that's all.
Come
More
down
or
to
less.
part one.
Yeah.
Moral of the story.
Yes. Give me my horse. My motherfucking high horse. Yeah.
All right. So, guys, what does the spiritual journey look like in your eyes?
Hard. Not linear.
Very
It is
difficult.
like deepos. Just getting in that shit. Like,
Getting smacked left and right,
Mhm.
left and right, and just when you think you're done, you're not.
Another fucking slap.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Truly. It's just
Yeah,
spirituality is not
it's no joke.
it's not linear, and it's gonna slap the shit out of you
Mhm.
to open your eyes.
Yep.
And open your third eye in every aspect of life, you know?
Yep.
Can be walking just to walk. You gotta learn why you're walking and the purpose behind your walk. You
Yeah.
know? Because we just keep walking, we don't even know what the fuck we're walking for.
Mm-hmm.
Or running.
Yep.
Whichever. But how did your guys' spiritual journey begin?
For me, I mean, I've always been able to see like the dead, I guess you can say. Yeah, literally. No, but
you going? ADHD.
Squirrel.
Anyway, sorry.
Last bit of Kendrick Lamar verse right now. See that people.
Yeah. No, but I mean it's always been there, you know, and I mean growing up with that, but my dad would always be like, "Oh no, like no es nada," you know, and it would just be like to not scare me, I guess.
But you still be scared.
But I'd be scared, girl. You told me that person is not right there. You don't see him. Yeah, no, yeah. And then after that, I mean, I got into crystals, and I feel like that's kind of always where it starts. You know, like you get like curious, and you're like, oh, like this crystal looks cool, you know, and then you start realizing your traumas, and that's when you're like, damn,
Deep dive into that.
yeah, like orale pues, and then you start learning a lot more about yourself, and it's cool.
Setting up your values.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it back.
Me either. Chilling.
Mhm.
What about you? How did your journey begin? How did your spiritual journey begin? How are we here today?
I think to say from my journey, I think it began probably when I was about 5 or 6. I had a car accident where they ran my ass over.
That big ass. No wonder your head bigger.
Yeah, they really hit the shit out of me in a crosswalk.
NDE.
Yeah, which would be an NDE. For
Mhm.
those who don't know what NPZ are, it is a near-death experience. And I think that's how it all started for me because
It's because I heard the NPRZ. I was like, what?
I heard
sorry,
that. So
man, it's my
that's
list.
I was like, NPRZ. I was like, I never heard of that one either. You said please
we we say the alphabet.
okay, stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Anywho, back to my story of getting ran over. That's when I had a first experience, my first, I guess, like out of body experience, where it pretty much took me to a different realm that I was not aware of, especially as a 5-year old. I mean, what the hell do you know? You know, you just want to go run around, play. And when something like traumatic like that happens to you, you don't really know how to explain that to somebody, especially if the people around you are close minded.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting point in time of your life. Do you remember anything that you saw when you experienced that ND?
I do, but we can save that for another segment.
Wow,
Stay tuned.
you gotta let people live it as a motherfucker.
And you can spread that another episode of NDEs. I'm sure we all experience them.
Not me.
Me neither.
But
But
I mean,
just been another experience.
yeah,
an alien abduction is pretty much would be considered an NDE.
it's a real thing, y'all.
It's freaking nasty. Anyways, what started my spiritual journey is that you motherfuckers asked me.
We were getting there, bitch. Damn.
Okay, I'm gonna wait.
No, go. You're already started. I know. Like, you might as well go.
No, I think my spiritual journey began really young. I mean, my parents were always religious, and from there, it transcended into spirituality, you know, but I got very much into it after high school when my mom got deported. I had to take care of my little sister and just kind of, you know, those responsibilities falling on me that, you know, it just makes you grow up super fast, and trying to figure out how to maneuver everything was really hard. So I felt as if I needed to find something that can center me, balance me, because I also wasn't making like the best decisions either, you know, drinking alcohol, getting lost, not really putting any work to get to know myself. It was just numbing the pain and hoping eventually this person that who I was will come back, but that's not how life works, you know.
Yeah. It's definitely a tough time because you were also going through your breakup.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I had called off my 5-year engagement. It's just so funny to talk about now because it was honestly I wasn't even heartbroken about that though. I feel as if my mom would have been here, I
Would have been fine.
I would've
But I
been
mean, I feel like
fine.
everything nomás se acumuló.
yeah,
you know?
you know, but it was a chingazo after a
Yeah.
chingazo, then yeah, but
That whole year.
honestly, my breakup was just a breakup.
Mhm.
Everybody got to go through it, and you leave, you know.
Mhm.
But
What was that?
2018,
Mhm.
2018 was my year. One new beginnings. Yeah. So
Do you
yeah.
feel that you had to go through that in order to be where you're at today?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
maybe other ways would have led me to where I'm today, but that's the route that brought me here, because everybody else's decisions is what brings you to where you are today.
Yeah.
You know, everything that led up to that wasn't only up to me, it was everything else,
Mhm.
you know. But 100%, you know, and I'm grateful for it, because without spirituality, I wouldn't be chilling right here talking to a camera and my friends,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
my
Me,
best friends
husband,
and my
and
husband.
best friend.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Got correct though.
I know, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. You know, but you know, it's just I just wouldn't be here, so I'm beyond grateful for
You
that.
wouldn't have no best friends like that, you know.
Yeah.
You don't shut the fuck
We best but
No,
Well,
but
put it like this: you said that you were pretty much numbing yourself, going out, doing all these things. If if that wouldn't have happened, do you think you would have stayed numb? You think you would have continued that same route?
No. No. I've always been a very outside thinker in my life. I've never been a in the box thinking. I've never been, oh, I'm just gonna stay here for comfort. That was the first thing that I was taught.
Not only that, but I was around. So I was gonna smack her, be like, "Girl, you look dumb as fuck."
But you know
doing that
what?
dumb
We weren't
shit."
really close around that time.
We weren't, because you distanced yourself because you were doing
That's
some
the thing.
dumb
That's what I'm
shit.
saying. I still wouldn't have falling into that because that was that time of my life was really up to me. Because I really didn't have anybody. So at the end of the day, you could have slapped me around, but I don't think I would have had you around. So it was really, really 100% up to me in that situation where either I get myself out of that fucking hole or I fall deeper into it. And I didn't want that anymore because I've always been a person that can foresee actions and I can foresee if someone keeps going that route. And I had to step back at some point and be a third party viewer and say, hey, you're fucking up in this end. And what are you going to do about it? Are you going to continue to think that this is fun or are you going to grow out of it and actually fulfill your purpose?
Yeah.
And truly, I feel as if I kept going that route, I would have ended up dead, to be honest, because I wasn't sent to this earth to
fuck around like
that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, especially when you're not in the best state of mind. It's like to say, the Reaper's always around the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Just waiting for you, waiting for that last, shed of hope that you have.
Yeah.
Come take it all.
Yeah, 100%.
But one thing you said about stepping back, I think is very important. If you guys know David Goggins, he spoke about that when he was on a mission and that he had to take a step back to pretty much analyze what's going on, like how you say foresee. And I think that's a big key there, that stepping back, spending time alone to reflect on those things and like foreseeing what's going on in your life and how you can improve it.
Yeah, and sometimes people do that though, but they don't change anything. They stay in comfort. And spirituality is not for people that want to stay in comfort.
No.
I do honestly say that. Spirituality is not for anybody that thinks comfort is going to come knocking at your door when you're in spiritualism. It's not.
It's about getting you out of your comfort. It's about revealing the truths.
It's about being like, you fucking, whether it's you're disorganized, that shit's going to be like, you need to fix that because that's going to bleed onto your work and shit like that,
It's all about being aware that you're going to change. You're going to like transform and leave that old person behind.
Yeah, and that's the same thing with ayahuasca,
mushrooms,
any plant medicine that ascends you to a higher state. It's going to show you the truth, but there's also those people that do it and just do it for fun. And to me, those things should be taken serious because just like when people go raving and they're like, oh yeah, I fucking tried shrooms, but I fucking saw a demon or I saw how this person looked, and they don't think deeper than that because there has to be a deeper meaning of why certain people look like that, or if there's entities that are attached to us that you never know.
Yeah, so people don't realize that they have entities that are attached to them.
Yeah, and it's like any medicine as well, whether it's plant medicine or, other forms of medicine, anything naturally given to us by Mother Earth. And I believe once you start abusing it, it's going to show you the ugly side because, like anything, plant medicine, there's no right or wrong. It's just truth. And how you were saying that, like people go raving, they take, some kind of psychedelic drug and they start seeing all these demons. And, those are the things that, because you're abusing the medicine, it's going to show you what's attached to you.
Not only that, but it's only going to show you that you are what you hang around with.
Yeah, like low vibrational people.
Yeah, it's going to show you low vibrations. Yeah. And you could be listening to the highest vibration music because it's loud, but that doesn't mean it's high vibration. The louder it is doesn't mean anything. It all depends on the frequencies of what type of frequencies they're using in life. And we're all a frequency, you know. Sometimes when we have conversations with certain people and they're not getting it is because they're not vibrating at the same level as you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so hard for us to understand that because
And to let go.
to let go
Mm-hmm.
because it's I'm not going to spend my whole fucking marriage, my whole friendship trying to explain something to you. If you don't understand it the first second time, then I gotta go.
Yeah.
And really, I can't do that. I'm wasting my time.
That's just draining, especially when you continuously try helping somebody who's not getting it.
Mhm.
And believe it or not, it's draining for you. And not only that, but that also brings your vibration down
Yeah, it
because
does.
you're trying to comfort them. And you know, when people get lost in comforting others, that they forget to comfort themselves because
Yeah.
they're always trying to please others or take care of other people. And yeah, the most important thing is that we forget to take care of the most important thing, which is ourselves and our mind, our our spirit, our soul. If we don't feed it the right things, and just becomes like a whole cluster in your life, in your journey.
100%.
Mhm.
It really does happen.
But yeah. But the spiritual journey is great once you awaken your mind. Sometimes you're gonna feel like you're standing still or the whole world around you is moving, but within that stillness, that's like your sign or that sign that is journeying for something that says I'm meant to search, to seek. And but sometimes you're not gonna know what for. And that's where your journey begins with answers, with questions, with uncovering everything beneath the surface, which is within yourself.
Yeah. That was deep.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
What was the first lesson one of you two learned when it came to spirituality? Like, what was it that really wanted you to search more? Was it comfort? Was it, I
for
don't
me,
know.
for me, it was just things that make no sense, especially in this world, right? Like, especially growing up, you know, in your household, they want you to believe this, follow that. And, you know, well, when you're growing up, you go to school, they also want you to believe this, believe that, which ends up being like complete opposite what you're taught at home. And then even outside of those things, you learn different things, especially hanging around, different people, different families, and especially like different ethnicities, because everybody has their own beliefs. So for me, it was always questioning those beliefs, like why, why do you need to follow that? Like why is it that just because they told you to do this, do that, like you need to listen to that? And for me, it was just always questioning all of those things.
For me, I think the first lesson that I learned was comfort. I was in a almost 10-year relationship. Um,
Let me get my mic back.
and I was engaged. We broke it off. Just didn't want the same things anymore, and I was comfortable, and I wasn't happy anymore. And
She was not happy.
I was very in love with the potential in the man because I knew what like how much greatness he could accomplish, and it just sucks because sometimes they don't see the potential that they have, but you're so in love with the person that they could have been. And yeah, and then just getting out of that, and then not only that, but like seeing patterns like in my family, like where people just stay for comfort. I just didn't want that, and I just wanted to like seek more and be like, why why is it that we're all following this pattern, like what's the root of it? Not just that, but like why are we the way we are, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
It be like that, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta. Sometimes you have to go through a huge shift in your life, and that's
Mhm.
either losing people, and sometimes even losing yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I could say I was very lost.
You definitely were.
Yeah. During that time.
Mm-hmm. And it sucks, you know, because that was 10 years, almost 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I always say, you know, I hope this healing and this journey that we have taken a part of, that when we do have kids, they can save themselves from doing all this
Yeah.
extra shit that they had to
Yeah.
figure out.
I mean,
Because, you know, we had to figure it out. And I'd be tired of doing
no.
all the
It's
type of works.
a bitch
You
is
know?
tired for sure.
Bitch is definitely tired. I get home and I'm tired, you
No,
know?
but
Like,
it's like it's a lot of times it's patterns, like a bunch of patterns from our families, you know, and people
comfort,
don't see
letting
that.
go,
Yeah.
changing
Yeah.
sceneries, also living together for a
Yeah.
long time too.
Yeah.
That also, you
I
know,
think
that
that comes with comfort though.
that comes with comfort and not letting go.
Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, we do outgrow our family.
Yeah.
And that's something that's really tough to come to terms with, because the way my mom thinks is probably the way I wouldn't think anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And the way my sister thinks is not a way that I want to think anymore. And when there's so many people having different thoughts, it's hard to have your own thoughts in this life, because
And a lot of people are scared to have their own thoughts because they don't want to be like people pleasing. They don't want to disappoint their parents and this and that. Pero a la chingada, you know.
I'm already gonna disappoint you, so might as well
Yeah.
disappoint you all the way.
Yeah. You got to be the black sheep, and
Yeah. You gotta wear the capes.
yeah, you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what it, be different in the family.
Yeah.
Do
Mhm.
what? Question everything. Question beliefs. Question why they want you to do this, this, and that.
Yep.
And I get it from the standpoint that in their era it was like that, but we as humans we're continuing to evolve. You know,
Mhm.
maybe not physically, but we're evolving spiritually, and that's where, you know, in this world it's about the battles between spirit, you know, like
Mhm.
spirit within you, and you're either going to vibrate at a higher frequency or vibrate at a lower frequency, and that's the battle that we all need to be aware of.
Yeah. And find your tribe, you know? Like knowing that I have some dope friends that will call me out on my shit,
Yeah.
you know, that like
Get smacked.
no, for sure, you know.
WWE.
Like I'll tell them too. I'll be like, you guys look dumb as fuck right now. Like I'm gonna need y'all to get it together.
Get together.
Yeah. And that's why our friendship works, because we're not scared to call each other out on our shit.
And that's also in marriage though.
Yeah.
Because I call Miguel on his shit. He
Mhm.
calls me on my shit. And it's not
Yeah.
about, yeah, I get a little angry in the moment, but
Yeah.
it's literally about reflecting, me like, damn, I really do need to work on
Yeah.
that.
And
you
like
know?
learning how to communicate,
Mhm.
because that's a tough one for a lot of people too.
That's a big factor in
expressing
our-
their
in
Which
feelings.
ties back to our last episode of, you know, the knowing your 5 love languages. If you don't know how to be loved, how can you expect someone to show you to be loved if you don't love yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And what would you guys say was the first crystal that you guys came across?
I remember.
Probably a rose quartz.
Really? Yeah, yours was a rose. Mine
Yeah.
was an amethyst.
Mine too.
Yeah. Yeah, mine was an amethyst.
Is it amethyst or amethyst?
Amethyst.
I think. Yeah.
Amethyst.
Amethyst.
Yeah. My mom had gifted me a little like pyramid rose quartz.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, I dig this. Let's go find some more. I don't think she knew when she started, when she gave me that one. And I don't even think she knew, like, she's not spiritual, so I don't think she even knew, like, it was like a rose quartz. But, like,
But your
that's
parents are
lovely.
very hierberos.
No, yeah, for
They're
sure.
like super remedies and big on remedies when it comes to
And
plants,
herbs, yeah.
you know, and herbs. And,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes we just forget to awaken that part of our brain.
Mm-hmm.
But we're here to let you guys know we're going to awaken
Yeah.
every one of you.
We gonna go.
We all
Knocking.
talking like this. You want to hear the word of Jesus Christ? Not making fun of anyone, I promise. No.
We're just bullshitting.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, I respect any religion that is out there.
Yeah.
You guys, you know what you're doing, and I genuinely respect that, and I hope you guys respect the fact that we're on a spiritual journey. So
Mhm.
that kind of combines with every religion.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, whether you want to be religious or say spiritualism is religion or any other thing, it all ties to the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The the greater of above, the most high. And I believe everything just ties in as to faith.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 100%.
Yeah. Mine was my story of finding my first crystal was pretty interesting. Because
Because you
I was-
got me. I was his first crystal.
yeah, I was out fishing and
And you fished her. That's it. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay, go ahead. Look at him. He's cracking up. That's why he loves us.
yeah, I was out fishing and I ended up dropping my fishing rod in the water. And as I went in to get it on the inside
Una
wall,
sirenita.
on the inside wall, my wife comes out of nowhere.
Smacks you with the big ass one.
Opens up like a slap.
Aquí estoy, cabrón. No te preocupes, te voy a salvar.
But yeah, on the inside wall where the water
Stab
was
your third eye.
touching.
I'm sorry, babe. Okay.
Okay, go.
Yeah. But anyways, on the inside wall where the water is, where like the top level of the water is, on that inside was like a curved wall. And it was just full of amethyst. Like the whole wall right there was full of amethyst.
Well, there's a lot of amethyst in Lake Mead.
Mhm.
There's a lot of it. Go out there and get some.
Collecting it.
Start collecting.
Bro, when we go to the stores, bro, just a piece that's like freaking 2 feet big, 2x2, fucking thing is like 10 grand.
I'm sorry. You didn't finish your story though. Go keep going.
That was my story. That was my first crystal.
So did you
That's why
grab one?
I grabbed it, yeah. I
Do
grabbed
you
the
still have
piece.
it?
You still have it?
No, I lost it.
What?
No, you know what? They say that si se te pierde or like,
Anything? It's because it did
it did its work. Or you got too much negative energy.
Oh, yeah, I was like, oh, run away. Nah.
It was fun. Yeah. I've had my ups and downs, and that's the spiritual journey. The spiritual journey is like climbing a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
No, for
You
sure.
get over one part, and then you got to keep going.
And then
Go
the
back
whole-
down,
you go
back up,
yeah.
back down, back
Mhm.
up.
Just when
Probably
you're
eat shit, jump off a cliff or something.
Just
Yeah,
when
like
you
you
think
did.
you're done.
Still remember when you jumped off that cliff?
Dude, I know. I was like, that shit.
I was like, oh, you cabrón.
I just see it fucking. I was like, damn.
Ese fue el padre nuestro.
No, he didn't, bitch. He didn't even think twice.
That's what I thought. I was like, God protected
Girl, I
his
was down here. I was like, damn. I just said no. I was like, damn.
And that's where my wife found me. I came out of heaven and landed in front of
I
her.
was like, ah. It's so funny too though because there was a light where you landed too. I was like, no, I wasn't gonna find him dead or he's alive. He turned around, he was smiling. I was he's alive, he's alive.
Yeah.
And that's the moment she
I
knew.
was like, that's the love of my life. Esa me costó mañana.
Hazte pa' acá, chiquitito.
While she was walking, she was talking to God, saying, "Please, Lord, bring me a man." And
No, you know what she
her
said?
man
Give
jumped
me,
off.
give me a sign. La Rosa de Guadalupe fucking wins.
And then you fucking jumped.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
No.
Growing up, I used to do parkour, and when we went on this hike, I kind of overestimated the height. I was blinded by the light.
I think that was like what, 12 feet?
I don't know. It was pretty high.
That shit was high.
I knew it was high when I started hearing the. I was like, oh, damn. I'm too high.
The moment he realized he fucked up. Oops. Oh, he fucked up.
Sorry. Se nos
Yeah,
cayó el vaso.
if you guys ever been like cliff jumping, as you're going down, breaking through gravity, you just hear the. And I was hearing that for a little too long, and I was like, oh, damn, this is actually a little high.
Instant regret. Damn.
I was like,
Starts thinking about his life.
Pues buen término, he done fucked up. Y se llamaba Miguel. Y renació.
Mikael.
Por eso se llamaba Miguel. Y renació
Okay,
Mikael.
yes. My bad.
No. Yeah, I mean, not only that, but also setting up your values
Mhm.
in friendships
Mhm.
and relationships and intentions, because we all go into this world without intention,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes
And
boundaries, and we get scared to put those up.
Yeah, especially with family, I feel.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't either, but
I give a fuck, but I don't give a fuck.
No, I
Like, I
don't
give a fuck as in the sense of, as in, like, I'm gonna explain to you nicely of what I want from you, and then I don't give a fuck if you listen or not. Like, either I'm gonna tell you, and then you're not gonna
Yeah,
listen.
you just gotta
Cool.
plant that seed, and
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
it will grow on somebody or it won't.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Yeah, but I mean, the spiritual journey is cool. I like it.
Me too. I wouldn't
love
take it
it.
back.
I enjoy
love
it.
And,
It's made me who we are. I mean, it's made us who we are today.
Mhm.
and that spiritual journey can manifest in many different ways. Once you start evolving over time and seeking more, it's almost like that verse in the Bible where I believe it's Matthew 7:7. It says, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, or knock and the door will be open to you. And that's pretty much spiritualism as it is there. Some people be like, oh, that's religion, but there's a lot of spiritualism in the Bible
Mm-hmm.
that we're not aware of, that we're just told it's religion, but there's a lot of spiritualism in there.
Well, religion is a spirit.
Exactly.
And it's also like you were saying the other day, like God gives you all the tools, you just have to go and want to find it. And
Yeah.
want to go and
Because
put in your.
not only that, but it's God can literally give you everything
Mhm.
next to you. It could give you the person that you're meant to spend the rest of your life with. It could give you everything. But if you have not done the healing, if you have not done the work, you're not going to see it.
Mhm.
You're honestly not going to see it. And I'm a true believer. I have a lot of faith in, like, Virgin Mary and and all those santos and all those archangels. And I truly do believe that they do come in with some manifestation power, but it is, and you guys may call it a prayer, but everything, nobody's denying it's there.
Mhm.
We're all doing it, and we're fighting over the same things. We're fighting over the same belief, but we all explain it differently.
Yeah.
And that's that.
I think that's what separates it, especially with humans are going to want to twist everything in their way. And this is why there's always, backlash and fighting over the same thing. And I mean, we can get deeper into that some other time, but that's another topic we can talk about.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, life is about, and spiritualism is about forgiving yourself so you can forgive others, bringing peace to yourself to bring peace to others, learning how to let go to teach others how to let go. Um, it's literally a reflection of you, and when you figure that out, you literally start attracting it, and people don't want that either, though. They're okay with their comfortable friends from high school or their high school sweethearts that are not taking them anywhere. And at this point in life, because we're almost in our fucking 30s, and life is going.
Mhm.
And for you to keep waiting around because you see this potential in a woman or in a man, life is no longer about seeing potential, it's about being.
Mhm.
Because time waits for no one. And once you hit 30, I'm pretty sure your body gets slower and you want to get more creative. You still have energy, but as you get older, you're going to wait what? Till you're 50 to get a ring? I'm good.
No,
Mhm.
I prefer being alone.
thank you.
I will never in my life be in a relationship just to be in a relationship. I did that when I was young, and I'll never do it again.
Yeah, facts. So, what would you guys say are some of the stages that you went through in your guys' spiritual journey?
First is becoming aware and being curious.
Asking the questions,
Mm.
because if you're not asking questions, then you're honestly living day by day.
Yeah.
That's kind of boring.
And with that, it's like awakening, questioning life's purpose, the nature of existence. Not only that, but once you detach from norm and you detach from materialism, that opens your mind to a whole new world.
Yeah, I mean, the moment you start asking questions, you start realizing all these things. Like, there's more things that you're gonna find out about yourself, about your family. You're just like, wow, like, estamos pendejos todos.
Yeah, it's about really it's really about figuring out the changes that you want your next lineage to have.
Mhm.
Because for example, we're doing the work today.
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow we can have kids, but our kids are not gonna have to do the work. No, we're not gonna have kids tomorrow. Yeah,
Tomorrow?
You're like, Chef, I was pregnant today.
No.
Excuse me, can we take a little break?
Well,
All right, I think it's my time to head out.
You know what? I think we need to cut off the
They get a little
podcast.
crazy.
My husband's getting a little crazy.
Yeah. Ya me voy.
Did somebody say anything?
I need you to take a break.
You know, I really bullshit my dad because right now.
No, but for real, it's just about really acknowledging that. It's
Yeah.
about acknowledging it's about really acknowledging where you want your life to take you.
Yeah.
Because my kids won't, or our kids won't have to do half of the work that we already did.
Because how many lineages did it go through for us to finally be like, sign me up, I'll volunteer restroom.
Come down, Hunger Games.
No, but for real, that's really how it feels.
It really does.
Because I mean, nobody else in my family is spiritual like that,
Yeah, and a lot of that has to do with self-reflection. Facing your fears, facing your limitation, even emotional damage, and detaching from your ego, which is really gonna help, get you off of that pattern so that you can grow.
100%. Everything is just seeking within and to learn without. To really, really learn to also let go of the old you. Because I feel as if a lot of people struggle with letting go of their own old entity. Like, you have sometimes like a mother, you birth a child, you're never going to be the same.
Yeah.
You get in a relationship, you're not going to be the same. And you also have to find the people that are okay with you going through seasons of changes. And that's what spiritualism is about. Because I'm never going to be the same this winter.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be the same in summer.
Yeah.
Not gonna, and it really is to see who is there for those changes and growth. And sometimes people are just there for seasons.
Yeah, so people don't grow with you, and unfortunately, they're not part of the journey.
Yeah.
Thank you for the lesson, and
some people are going to be there for long. Some people are going to be there for a short time. But it's about understanding what the message or lesson was during that time.
Yeah, 100%.
Unfortunately, sometimes we have to learn the lesson a couple times. You don't learn it on the first one.
Oh, no, you don't.
You gotta get smacked 3 times.
Yeah.
And that comes with also accepting the fact that people are for a season, you are for a season, and accepting your people around too.
Yeah.
Because who I was 10 years ago, which is Letty, has been for the ride. I am not who I am 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I was young in a dumbass relationship, not even thinking I was working on myself, but I was working to build somebody else.
Yep.
And that sucks because
you waste that time. You waste that.
I don't think it's a waste, but
What's a
definitely, yeah, definitely I should have been implementing my energy elsewhere.
On
That,
yourself,
yeah,
because
on
at that
myself.
age we don't know who we are. We don't know what we like. I mean, you know some things, but not everything. But at that age, you're like, yo sé todo. Like I know everything.
My mom doesn't know what
Yeah.
to tell me.
Yeah.
And why hear my kids saying that? I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And a
It's
lot
time
of the
for me to be an
times,
ancestor right now because
and a
let me
lot
tell
of
you, motherfucker, I know a lot of stuff.
and a lot of the times those partners don't grow with you either. You know, you end up outgrowing them, and I mean it's okay. You know,
You
just
know, and you guys choose different paths. That's
and that's
okay.
okay too.
Yeah,
Like
but some
no
people are
hard
just okay
feelings.
with that.
Yeah.
Some people are okay with poor connection, accepting the
what's
minimum.
there?
And I don't know. To me, there has to be more. Like you have to speak to my brain more than anything.
Yeah, but challenge me too. You know,
Mhm.
make me want to dig in my brain too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seeking that knowledge,
Yeah.
seeking different things. And a lot of that ties to letting go, which is a lot like how we say it's the hard thing for people to let go of their self because they're comfortable there.
Mm-hmm.
They're comfortable where they're at. And it's hard for them to let go of that and rebuild themselves.
Sorry, guys. Shiva decided to come say hi.
So, buddy, say hi.
Get down, Papa.
And
Yeah.
yeah, that that ties into a lot of even letting go of hurt or grieving and stuff like that.
And as like accept it, you know, forgive the person who caused that, and forgive yourself for allowing it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
It's
really
a lot of
about
forgiveness.
it's about it's just it goes 360. Whatever
Mm.
you give yourself, you give others,
Mm.
And honestly also living in purpose.
Yeah. One thing I learned with doing plant medicine is, and you taught me that too, which is just surrendering.
Mm-hmm.
Once you surrender, everything just flows like it needs to be.
Yep.
Yeah, you
We
have a
can
difficult time.
we can try
surrendering.
and control everything around us, everything that's happening, but we don't have control at the end of the day. And but us as humans, we want to control, 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 control. And when something doesn't go as planned, it's like shit. That throws us all off.
But that also comes with the way that we are programmed as kids.
Yeah.
For you, I can simply see that you were programmed not to surrender to anything. And
Anything. I'm a conqueror, bro.
but that comes with that's not only going that's going to affect you in life. When we do too much of something down the road too, it's not good. You have to
That comes back to just taking a step back and analyzing what's happening
yeah,
and what you
100%.
can do to change that.
Yeah, and that comes with expanding your consciousness and befriending your ego. Befriending your ego, expanding your consciousness and befriending your ego. It's not about getting rid of the ego because the ego is never going to be gone. Because when you know you're good at some shit, you know you're good at some shit. Like,
And by all means, give yourself credit.
but don't
It's
let
how
that
you use it.
yeah, don't let that be your whole drive to this life, because you can live in ego all your life and honestly, one day somebody's gonna come into your life and be like, bro, you kind of actually do fucking suck at that. Man, that's gonna really
Your
fuck up your
world's gonna
ego.
come
Yeah, and
cooling down.
yeah. And there's a way where you can humble yourself and be like, hey, I'm actually good at this and I'm not good at that. But if you are good at this, then we can move forward, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. And then embodying just spirituality, whether it's through religion or whatever you believe. Everybody believes in anything nowadays. They believe in cat, dog, bird, but whatever you believe in, at the end of the day, you know, there's just there's one God or the higher above, whichever however you want to see it. But at the end of the day, everybody's just running towards the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely happens. And just embodying yourself into spiritualism and continuous work and growth.
It's a lot of work.
Is what the spiritual
Mhm.
journey is about. You know, is you have to really embody it, the spiritualism, and learn how to live by it. But that doesn't mean that somebody can point the finger at you and tell you, aren't you so spiritual? This shouldn't trigger you. You know, there's things that are gonna trigger you, and that's gonna be okay, because then you learn from yourself when it comes to those triggers.
Not only that, but from others too, from
Mhm.
those close to you.
Yeah. And your best friend, your best person that's going to keep you aligned is the one that's always upfront with you.
Mhm.
And oftentimes we take that as like hate, or we take that in as like a diss to us, you know? And again, the ego sees it that way. And but the other person is like, no, I'm not trying to come at you that way. I'm trying to help you in the long run.
But that's the thing about being really into spiritualism, is understanding how people are going to react and why they're reacting that way too, because you're just gonna sit back and be like, hey, I'm gonna let you know this, but if you like it, cool, and if you don't, then just think about it, and if you want to beat my ass, and that's on you, because I'm gonna beat your ass too. So because I'm also not gonna let myself get my ass beat, you know.
It's just also wanting to like steer away from drama. You know, you find your peace and you're like, wow, you said that, you think it hurt me. Great. Love that for you.
I was like, that's crazy, because that's honestly a reflection of who you are. But I think this was a good talk, and
We'll be wrapping this up.
Yep.
But you know, if it's you guys' first time here, please help us with the like, subscribe, share this
Share.
with one of your friends, one of your family members, anybody that you know that's in need of hearing this. And you know, we look forward to paying that forward down the road as well.
yeah, 100%.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah, and it was fun.
Bestie.
Woo.
Thank you for coming on.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, peace and love, and
Sir.
may one video at a time heal a soul. So,
Yeah.
cool.
Stay blessed up, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao.
Ciao.